Hello everyone. Today I will be talking to you about my chosen case study, cancel culture, myth or reality. Cancel culture has intensified in recent years in Western societies and college campuses following allegations of morally offensive words and deeds, usually involving racism, misogyny or homophobia. It's been the cause of many people's losing their public reputations and has even caused some people to lose their jobs. My main research focus will be tackling the question, how does cancel culture affect media governance, and choosing from the case studies listed below, including J.K. Rowling and Michael Jackson. My approaches / directions will be tackling the main focus question of what issues does cancel culture pose to media governance, looking at the media governance topics of freedom of speech, ethical media in regards to fairness and public accountability, online media ownership in regards to social media, and finally, internet governance. Freedom of speech. In recent years, a progressive cancel culture in society has meant that people like right-wing politicians and commentators in our Western civilized society claim that their alternative perspectives have been silenced in favour of the dominant ideology. I will be tackling the question, does cancel culture reevaluate how much of a right we truly should and do have to freedom of speech? Secondly, looking at ethical media in regards to fairness and public accountability. Civil society activists use informal social pressures designed to sanction and ostracize powerful individuals directly, holding them accountable to society, such as by damaging reputations, derailing careers, denying access to public platforms, and establishing grounds for legal prosecutions. And I'll be taking the approach, is cancel culture lacking in fairness that makes the need for public accountability more crucial than before? Thirdly, through online media, in ownership of social media. The practice of cancel culture has taken off in recent years among decentralized networks of like-minded digital activists, mobilizing around progressive social causes and coalescing around common viral hashtags exemplified by the hashtag #MeToo and hashtag Black Lives Matter movements. However, what starts on Twitter does not necessarily stay on Twitter, and this brings me to my question, does digital activism and the role it plays in cancel culture call for more online media ownership on social media platforms? Finally, through internet governance, major companies like Facebook and Twitter have responded to digital activism on their platforms by revising accessible use policies and organizational procedures governing internet contents and users. For example, concerning bans on the dissemination of misinformation and disinformation, incitement to violence and hate speech. And I'll be taking the direction of, if cancel culture is reality, to what extent does it need neutral internet governance? Here are my references that I've acquired so far in my research. Thank you for listening to my presentation.